Hi, let's look at how to enter in some of these formulas into our calculator for this unit. As we enter them in, we're going to be using some of the keys on the calculator to make it look like the formula does on paper, which is really handy. As we go over each problem, when it says put it in the calculator, you should pause this for a moment, let everyone put in the calculator, and then see if we get the same results. Okay, so our first thing we're looking at is percent increase and decrease. Here's our formula, and this is what we need to put in the calculator. And though there are many ways to do this, what we're going to do is use this fraction button and then put in 35 minus 25 and then arrow down and put in 25. So take a moment, make sure everyone has this put in. Okay, and then we'll hit equals, and hopefully we're all getting the same answer. Okay, next formula we have is compound interest. So here's our formula, and here's our example we're going to put in the calculator. So I'm going to clear it out. So I want it to look like it does on the paper. So I'm going to put in 1,000 parenthesis 1 plus 0.04 divided by 1. Oh wait, no. Let's try that again. 1,000 parenthesis 1 plus fraction key 0.04 over 1 close parenthesis, and then if I want to do an exponent, I need to use this button here. So 1 times 4. Okay, so take a moment, make sure everyone can get this put in the calculator. Okay, let's see what we get. Alright, are we in agreement? Hope so. If not, let's talk about it. Next one is present value needed. So for present value needed, here's our formula, and here's what we're going to substitute in. So I'm going to actually clear this out so it's easier to see. So I need to make a fraction right from the get-go, so I'll hit the fraction key, and 30,000 is my numerator. Then in the denominator, I'm going to put parenthesis 1 plus, and then I'm going to put my fraction key 0.03 over 4. Then I'm going to close the parenthesis, and then I need exponents. So I'm going to use my exponent key here and put in 4 times 10. Okay, so take a moment, everyone try this out. Okay, let's see what we get. Alright, are we getting the same stuff? Hope so. Let's keep on going. The next thing we can look at is mortgage, principal, and interest payments. It's kind of a long one. So here's our formula, and here's what we want to put in the calculator. Just an example. So I'm going to clear this out again. So things that we need to do, I need to make a fraction several times, and I need exponents. So first thing, let's put in our fraction. The numerator, I have 400,000, and then parenthesis fraction 0.0415 over 12, arrow over, close my parenthesis, oh, arrow too far, close the parenthesis. Okay. And then in the denominator, I'm going to have 1 minus parenthesis 1 plus fraction 0.0415 over 12 close, oh, I'll do that again. Close parenthesis, And then our exponent is negative 12 times 30. So we're going to put in negative 12 times 30. Okay, so let's take a moment, make sure everyone can get this in. And let's see what we get. Okay, great. Next one is an ordinary or fixed annuity. We only have one more after this one. So for an ordinary or fixed annuity, here's our formula. And here's our formula with some values substituted in that we want to put in our calculator. So let's clear this out. We're going to have a fraction, and then 100. And then that bracket, we can just use a parenthesis. And then parenthesis 1 plus 0.04 over 12 close parenthesis raised to 12 times 30. Then over here minus 1 close bracket. And then we're going to go down and put 0.04 over 12. Okay, so take a moment, make sure everyone can get this in. Okay. Alright. Hopefully it went okay. We have, last one is a sinking fund. Okay, and for our sinking fund, here's the formula. And here's what we're going to put into a calculator. Alright, so let's start putting that in the calculator. So we need a fraction, and then 7,000, parentheses 0.05 divided by 4, close parenthesis, oh, fraction key. There we go. Hard to break that habit. 0.05 over, where are you at? 4. Okay, and then in the denominator, I have parenthesis 1 plus fraction 0.05 over 4, close parenthesis, raise this to the 4 times 5 power, and then subtract 1. Okay, so take a moment, make sure everyone can get that in. Alright, let's see what we get. Excellent.